So how much is eating out really costing you? I brought my lunch 99% of the time when I had a full-time job, which might sound crazy, but you can ask my coworkers and they'll tell you it's true. Just don't ask them how many donuts I ate when the vendors brought them in for us. I saved a lot of money by doing that, but I don't think I realized the actual true amount that I saved. I'm Tiffany Thomas with WealthyTiffany.com, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how much it really costs you to eat out. And we're not talking a couple of $100 or a couple $1,000. It is way more. So be prepared to have your mind blown. If you're ready to dive in, hit that like button and we're going to get started. All right, a while back, I shared a video on how I saved $39,000 over my working career. And I shared the example of me bringing my lunch to work 99% of the time. My working career was 15 years. The way I figured this out was if I were to spend $10 every day going out to lunch, and there are 260 working days in a year, then every year I was spending $2,600 just on eating out, and that was going out to lunch alone. That didn't include going out to dinner with friends sometimes, or going out to eat twice in one day. And $10 is a pretty minimum amount for lunch. It can be a lot more expensive, especially if you go to a sit-down restaurant instead of a fast food restaurant. And the average person spends $12.75 going out to eat. So that means you could make your meals at home for $2.75. And honestly, from what I've seen, you can make your meals for about $2 or less. So let's get back to the point here. If we are spending $216 every month, so that'd be $108 every 2 weeks, on just eating out, not only can we save $39,000 if our working career is 15 years, and it's actually a lot more for the average person, 40 to 50 years, but here's the catch. If we were to save that money instead of spending it on food, on going out to eat, then we would just have that $39,000, that $2,600 a year. But if we were to invest that amount, instead of just keeping it in our savings account, earning hardly anything, we would have significantly more money than just that $2,600 a year. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to go over exactly how much money you could actually have if you invested that money that you would have spent on eating out. Okay, so let's take a look at this and see how much money we could have actually made. And all I did was go to Schwab and look to see what the average return would be if we were to invest our money in a total stock market fund. So it's a really simple way to invest. It's a fund that follows the total stock market. And I chose the Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, which has a ticker symbol of VTSAX. So if we take a look at the returns that VTSAX has received over the years, you can see it's anywhere from 2.21%, 28%, 6, 10.2, almost 10, almost 14, almost 9. So I'm just going to use an average of 10% return. We're going to keep it really simple in this example, but I kind of wanted to show you that I'm not just pulling it out of thin air, but it is actually a return we could receive if we would have invested in a total stock market fund. So let's hop over to the calculator. Okay, we're going to take a look at my example of my 15-year working career to begin with. And that rate of return I'm going to enter as 10%. And then we are going to enter $108 because I'm going to assume that I would have invested that money every 2 weeks when I received my paycheck. So if we calculate that, it's $97,942 after 15 years, compared to my measly $39,000 that I would have had. So that is a significant difference. And since the average working career is 40 to 50 years, we're going to put in 40 years and see what our return would be. So during your whole working career, if you were to put that money that you would have been spending on going out to lunch in the stock market, our total return is over $1.5 million. You guys could easily be a millionaire. And let's actually take a look at the maximum. Let's say we actually worked 50 years. Okay, that puts us up to $4,145,040 after 50 years. Just adding 10 more years to this, we have increased from 1.5 million to over $4 million. So instead of spending that $2,600 a year, which would be $130,000 over a 50-year period, we could actually have $4,145,040. And if you want to subtract out that $130,000, you would have $4,015,040. So that would actually be the total cost of eating out. That's what you're missing out on if you are not investing your money. And this can go for anything. It can be any expense that really isn't bringing you a lot of joy. It's not really a priority for you. You can take that small amount of money and put it in an investment account and start investing. And here's the other thing. Yes, for sure. If you would have done this earlier, you would have a lot more money. But if you start now, you can have a significant amount of money. And you won't be saying 5 years later, oh, I wish I would have started that investment account 5 years ago, and still be in the same place you are today. So this is the true cost of eating out. So hopefully that blew your mind, because it blew my mind. I know when I originally thought about this, I was just thinking, yeah, I don't really want to spend my money on going out to lunch with my coworkers or going out to breakfast or stopping at the store to get a drink or a snack or even going out to dinner all of the time. I was just thinking I would rather spend my money on other things. But when you really consider, if you were to take that money that you would have been spending anyway to go out to lunch, for example, and you would have invested that money, the amount you could have would be significantly more than if you were just to leave that amount in your savings account. So you can see how important it is to really spend based on your priorities. Of course, I'm not talking about never going out to eat with your friends if that's something that you really enjoy, but I'm talking about being really conscious with what you're spending your money on. And if you are just leaving all of your money in your savings account, you really need to invest that money. That is what is going to help you become financially free, help you to retire and not worry about money all of the time. And you can see in this example how much of a difference that really makes if you were to invest that money. And it doesn't have to be complicated at all. You can keep it very, very simple. I have plenty of videos on how to invest, what to invest in. So make sure and check out those videos. And comment below and tell me if you are like me in the fact that you hardly ever go out to lunch with your coworkers. Or maybe you have another little money hack that you want to share. Please comment below so that we can give each other ideas on how to be better with our money. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with someone else who would like to hear this information. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That will really help me out and we can get this content out to more people. And don't forget to hit the little bell to get notified on when I post new videos. And as a side note, if you're interested in getting 2 free stocks, Webull is doing a promotion. If you open a free brokerage account and deposit at least $100, you can get 2 free stocks, one of them valued up to $1,400. So I will leave my referral link below and you can click on that to get your 2 free stocks. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.